So, just finishing up another working day here. Currently at a university library, and I am having a little bit of a think in terms of what my plans are for the next few months with my business. So, if you don't know me, I'm Graham. I am a SaaS startup founder, and I'm currently growing my software company from 0 to 100K and taking you guys through the journey with me. I've been thinking a little bit about what our goals are for the next few months and how I break that down. So my goal, my personal goal, and also the goal of the company is currently we are on 33K annual recurring revenue, and I want that to grow to 90K annual recurring revenue. So in 60 days, we have to add, if my maths is correct, 56.5K in annual recurring revenue. So we are a business to business solution. So we target golf clubs. That's the people we sell to. And each customer for us is roughly worth around 5K. So that means that we got to sign up around about 11 customers within the next 60 days to hit our target goal. So sometimes I feel whenever you're going through this journey of business, whenever you think about a target like that, 11 customers to sign up, it can seem a little bit daunting, right? Because you think, God, that, if you break the maths down of that, you're thinking, well, that is, nearly one a week, if not more than one a week throughout that entire period. So that is quite pressing, right? But I think today I've really thought about the power of writing down your thoughts on this and actually sometimes taking a bit of time just to analyze your thoughts on how this is actually going to work. And, just taking half an hour there to write out my thoughts and fundamentally what would need to occur in order to get that. So in our business, we know that for every outreach we do, there's a probability of success, right? So you write an email, you write a LinkedIn message, the probability of success we know from our outreach is roughly between 2 to 3% to convert to a demo. So we know that our conversion rate also in demos is around about 10%. That is something I want to work on to improve. So what I've done today is I've written that bigger goal of the 57K added at the top. And then I've tried to break it down into more sizable chunks as to what we're actually going to need to do over these next 60 days to achieve it. And it's funny, whenever you ask your brain the right questions, then your brain will solve for those problems. So again, there is a bit of a science to this. We know we need to sign 11 clubs we know we need to sign roughly 10 or 11 clubs because our average contract value is 6,000 annual recurring revenue. So if we break that down, if I convert 10% of those from demos, then that will be 100 demos that are required to close that amount of customers. So if I convert 10% of my demos, which is again something I'm trying to improve on, that would mean I need to do 100 demos in total over the next 2 months. And again, you can break this down week by week. So 100 demos over the period of 2 months will be roughly 10 demos per week. And then you start thinking about the fundamentals of, what would lead me to get on a demo with a customer. And our demos either come through cold outreach or referrals we get from current customers. And we know that our outreach methods have a success rate between 2 to 3%. So I've worked out that if 1 in every 30 people are going to convert to a demo from this outreach, we need to be doing 300 outreach attempts per week for the next 2 months in order to get 10 demos per week, which will convert to 10 customers throughout that period of time. And sometimes when you do an exercise like that, it can kind of break your fundamental beliefs on how hard you're working, because I might have a hard working morning and I might do 10 outreaches because you're quite slow in getting information. And this is really interesting because this is actually going to frame how my days look for the next few months. So for me, it's going to be in the mornings, not really a great deal of thinking. It's just going to be more outreach and following the scripts I've got. I think in the afternoon, it's going to be more referral work and going to see how we can leverage partnerships, how we can leverage current customers to put us on. And then the evenings are going to be more so working on the levers that are going to dictate the success or the conversion rate of this funnel. So the two levers that are going to dictate that is going to be the quality of my sales process, so how good my sales ability is, and also the quality of the product we deliver as well, right? So if my sales ability isn't on point, then that conversion rate will go lower. And obviously if the product doesn't solve a problem, then it's going to go lower. And again, this is all super simple fundamentals, but it's just how can we get more leads on the top of the funnel, and how we can make the funnel more efficient when it's actually going through. And sometimes, you know, when you're knee deep in a business and you've got all these different variables going on, it's sometimes super helpful to condense it down. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run an experiment over the next 60 days where I commit to just going through this process and how we're going to add 60K in the next 90 days. It's going to be an exciting time. Obviously going to be lots of up and downs, but I'm trying to remove my emotion from this situation and simply just running it as a process. If you like what you've seen today and you want to join me in the journey, just hit the little subscribe bell there and let's go for the next few days.